female African elephants have ivory tusks, and the ivory will go for quite a sum of money on the black market, so we always have to be on the lookout for poachers. And besides illegal hunting, the biggest threat to an elephant is a loss of their natural habitat. The more land they lose, the more likely they'll move to an area that could already be inhabited
They
by
should fix
people.
that bridge.
And interactions between
That was
man and elephants
crazy.
can have very dangerous consequences. I'm putting the radio on and we'll get some driving music. There we go. Go to the left side. There's quite a few elephants out here.
Whoa. That was a big bomb. A few.
There's some baby elephants, I'm pretty sure. There's a picture of a good tree right there. Before. Oh, look over there. There's even
Young
more.
elephants will
See them?
live with the herd until they're about 13 or 14 years old. So that's the second longest childhood of any animal, second only to humans. Elephants are pregnant for about 22 months. And when the babies are born, they'll weigh over 200
Look left, Allie.
pounds.
Look over there.
Cool.
Aww.
There's 5 elephants.
Greater flamingo, they're the largest and the
flamingos.
palest flamingos. They get the pink color from their diet. They'll eat brine shrimp and other crustaceans high in beta-carotene. When they hatch, they're actually gray. It takes about 2 years of eating shrimp before they turn pink.
Listen to them.
Look at that guy kicking his legs.
What's a baby flamingo?
You already marked them up, I think. Oh, no. No, we don't have a flamingo in there.
White rhinoceros. Weigh about 5,000 pounds. The big problem with all rhino is their bad eyesight. They have very small eyes on the side of a really big head. So they have a hard time seeing directly in front of themselves, and that makes them an easy target for illegal hunting. It's always a constant battle between the reserves and ruthless poachers who are well-financed and have ever more sophisticated means of sneaking into the reserves and hunting these animals. And when you have a bunch of rhino, that's not a herd, that is a crash. Crash of rhino.
Whoa.
They're all growing.
That's wonderful.
I can just see the
There's a
white.
couple.
There's 2 of them.
There's 2. Oh, I see a cheetah up there,
Cheetah
Allie.
on your left side, look just past the rocks.
Just
under
beyond the
trees.
rocks. Laying
Laying down.
down.
Cheetahs are the fastest land animal. They can run over 70 miles an hour, but only for a very short distance, maybe a couple hundred yards at the most. They don't have fully retractable claws. Their claws are always sticking out of their paws like a built-in cleat. That gives them better traction so they can run faster. Cheetahs don't roar. They make more of a high-pitched chirping sound. But they are the only big cat that purrs. Lion up there on the rocks under the tree. Lions climb on those big rock formations and they'll get a good view of the savannah and they may get a glimpse of their next meal. Got a couple of
See him up there by
rhino
the
back
tree,
on your
honey?
right side.
You see the lion
Yeah.
up by the tree?
There's no lion.
Normally there's one male lion and 6 or 7 females in a pride. So we're gonna circle around these rocks. Hopefully we'll see a couple more lions up there. There's an ostrich in front of us. It's the biggest bird on Earth. They can stand 9 feet tall and weigh over 400 pounds.
It's on your side, Ray.
Too big to fly, but they can run 40 miles an hour.
Hi, ostrich.
These are females. They got gray feathers.
My ostrich.
Males are black. We got more rhino and some zebra. Right here. We'll get a little bit closer to those zebra, hopefully. We'll see them again in just a second. There's a couple more lions back on your left side.
Use your SLR on this camera. On this.
Female and a male up there.
There's a
Now, a
female.
male can weigh 550 pounds.
The female on the rock. Oh, the male's the
Some
side.
males can get so loud that they can be heard from 6 miles away when they roar.
Oh wait, now I see his body. Oh,
Got some warthog burrows around the corner. We'll see some pigs down in the holes. Actually, there's a pig above ground laying down here.
Yep.
Biggest burrowing animal in Africa. They dig
There they
holes
are.
with their snout. They turn themselves around and go back into the hole with their razor-sharp tusks facing outwards. Also to your left side, there are ostrich eggs. Each egg weighs about 3 pounds. On your right, little brown antelope are called
Oh, ostrich
buck-to-buck.
eggs right here.
The
on the ground.
Rance zebra, which is the
Yeah.
smallest and the most common type of zebra. Zebra will stand together and use each other as camouflage to confuse predators. They
Zebra's
can
right
get
there.
very
Yeah.
aggressive and they're very protective of one another. If one's attacked, the others may try to help by biting and kicking with their back legs. They're so powerful that they have been known to break the jaws of a lion. Really cool.
Whoa.
That bridge was fun. Did it scare you?
Antelope on your right side are
You can
called
probably prevent the animals from leaving
addax.
the area.
They come from the Sahara Desert. When they're in the desert, they can go their entire life without ever taking a single sip of water. They'll get all the water that they need to survive from the plants that they eat, which can be very few and very far between. They actually change color. In the summer, addax are completely white. Their white fur is going to reflect sunlight. This will help them stay cool in the summer. In the winter, they turn kind of a grayish brown. And their darker coats will absorb the heat from the sun and help them warm up. You may be confused as to why there are desert animals here in the forest. Addax are extremely rare. There's maybe 300 of them left in the Sahara. They've been overhunted by man and they have to compete with humans and other animals for dwindling living space. We're afraid that they could go extinct within the next 10 years. So we gave them their own private area, away from all the other animals, and we're really hoping that they'll have some healthy babies. That maybe someday we'll be able to send them back home to their natural habitats. It's a good example of how reserves like this can really help critically endangered species. And that's going to be wrapping up our safari. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you got to see some of your favorite African animals. If you want to see a few more animals, you should definitely go down the Pandani Exploration Trail. You may get another view of the okapi and the hippopotamus. You can also find meerkats, emperor scorpions, and lowland gorillas.
Gorilla.